Hello everyone, welcome to episode 3 of Doom, The Dark Ages Revelations. In the last episode, we went into Hell's Core, got as many secrets as we can, and got the first Ascension Stone. I almost said Extension Stone. I also had a bit of a, not screaming match, but, I mean, you already know what happened. I got pissed off at my cousin because he was joking around about what he was saying. Listen, buddy, that's not joking around if the only person who's laughing is you. So yeah, I have a little rant, right? To the people out there who keep saying that, oh, I don't know why you're playing this on easy. Doom is meant to be played on a harder difficulty. First off, shut the fuck up. Second of all, they gave people options to play on any difficulty that they want for a good reason. If people aren't that skilled at a game, they can take solace in the fact that they can play on an easier difficulty to make sure that they don't have much trouble. Yeah, so what my cousin was doing yesterday was trying to rage bait me, as people say nowadays. But all he was doing was just being an idiot by acting like, oh, you're playing on an easy difficulty, you're a win. No, I'm fucking not, right? Because if I was a win, then I wouldn't be playing this game at all, right? Like, they literally gave people these difficulty options for a reason. If someone wants to play on easy, they should take no shame in doing that, right? And if anyone has a problem with what I'm saying, or can't understand the concept of, you know, my game, my rules, so I bought the game, I'm playing it how I want, then obviously you shouldn't be watching the stream if you're going to be complaining or making jokes about it. Like, am I ashamed of playing a game in a lower difficulty than what most other people play it at? No, not at all. You know why? Because I, as a gamer, should have the options to do something like that. Like, why do you think they gave accessibility settings in the difficulty sliders? It's so that way people who aren't very skilled at the game can still be comfortable playing it, knowing that, oh, you know, they made the game for all Slayers. That's literally what they said in the deep dive last year in January. Anyway, these have secrets. For our troubles, we get... I don't know what those are called, by the way. These things. But they do give you stuff like a mega sphere here, Wait, no, that's a soul spear. I think it's either a mega spear or a soul spear. I think soul spear is the one that just gives you health, like up to 200, and mega spear does both health and armor, if I'm not mistaken. Because I haven't played the classic games lately, but yeah. We need to get up there. Anyway, yeah, so before you ask what even happened last night, not yesterday, with me, like, not really bitching at my cousin, more so just being annoyed with him. Put it simply, he, quote-unquote, made a joke about me playing on an easier difficulty. Because first he talked about VRC came out, which is a community I'm no longer a part of, because he hasn't seen me there in a while. And so I said, yeah, I haven't been there lately. So then he decides to, he decides to ask me, like, if I'm playing on easy. And I said, yeah, I'm playing on easy. And then he's like, well, I don't know why you're doing that. Like, you should play on a harder difficulty every once in a while. And so then I had to explain to him that if a game has difficulty selections, I'm going to choose an easy difficulty because I'm a casual player. I thought those were enemies for a second. But yeah, so that's all I was trying to tell him, and he just kept going on and on and on. When, like, I'm just trying to explain something to him. And then, like, after I timed him out for 30 minutes, he calls me a few minutes later, and he's like, dude, I was muted on your stream, you know I was joking around, right? Like, no, I didn't know you were joking around because you were acting like a dick. Like, I don't know why the hell you're doing that. Just saying something stupid. And I even brought this up to my mama yesterday, and she was like, well, what difference does it make if you're playing a game on an easy difficulty? I don't know why Chad's doing that. Like, you know, it's like, if I bought a game that has difficulty choices, I'm going to choose whatever difficulty choice I feel comfortable with. If a game doesn't have difficulty choices, I don't mind. You know, something like Grand Theft Auto, they don't have difficulty choices unless it's a mission. And I am perfectly fine with that. But when you have somebody who just starts questioning why you're playing a game a certain way, or why you're playing it on an easy difficulty, or anything for that matter, it becomes a matter of like, why are you questioning me about this? Like, do you have any idea why people like doing that? You know, playing on an easy difficulty? It's not a hard concept to understand, you know? Like, if someone doesn't want to have too much trouble with the game, they'll play on easy. Simple as that. I don't know why I did that. I don't know why I did that. Anyway. And so, then, like, he called me, and then, like, as he's trying to talk to me, I'm like, I just said, fuck you, and I hung up on him, because it's like, I wasn't mad at him necessarily, I was annoyed with what he was doing. Because he's like, it's just a joke, bro. If it was just a joke, then why am I not laughing? You know? Like, do you hear me fucking laughing? So I'm pretty sure he's probably the person that joined the stream. Don't fucking do that again, you dumbass. Seriously, like, I am tired of dealing with your dumbass doing that all the time. Anyway, now that we're done with that little rant, of course, hopefully he isn't in this stream's chat, or else, if he does that shit again, I'm gonna have to do it again. No questions asked. Anyway, here we have the next level. First, we're gonna open this, because there's a code here. There's a few secrets here, too. Actually, oh, I should probably open up this area before I go back. Yes, I know about the master key. I will get that at the end of the thing. Alright. So, with that way open, that gives us another path to get here, so we don't have to keep using the catapult over there. Welcome, everybody, to the Chasm, or... There is more than one way to pronounce it, so it's either Chasm or Chasm, but... The Chasm of Xal'Goroth. AKA, one of the many inspirations behind the enemy faction that I introduced in a new story that I actually just wrote the last chapter of yesterday. The Outrun. Anyway, descend into the chasm of Xal'Goroth. Overcome the trials of mind and will to emerge and secure the second Ascension Stone. You're going to want to remember that name, Xal'Goroth. And yes, it is pronounced Shal. So for anyone who has played Star Fox Adventures, you might know about the dinosaur language in that game, otherwise known as Saurian, and Star Fox Assault, which... That's the thing I don't understand. Why didn't they just name it Saria in... Wait. No, it makes sense. I was about to say it doesn't make sense why they didn't name it that in the first place, but if you think about it, because Star Fox Assault takes place after Adventures, even though it's from a different developer, it's possible that in the time span between games, that planet was given the official name of Sauria instead of Dinosaur Planet, because they didn't actually have a name for the planet that the people of that planet would call it. Anyway, yeah, so in the dinosaur language, anytime there was a word that had X, like, they pronounce it as like a sh sound, you know? Anyway, let's go to the Chasm of Xal'Goroth. It could also be pronounced as Xal'Goroth, but I'm calling it Xal'Goroth because, you know, it just sounds correct. Anyway, our first item of the day is a codex entry, Trial of Will. Message from the Architect. To navigate this trial of will, sink into the depths of madness and illusion with the sound of mind and peace. Hear the despairing wails, almost said walls, of hopelessness born of failure and betrayal, and decipher their lessons. So, if anybody knows a thing or two about the cosmic realm, hope you guys like non-Euclidean environments. Because we're going there. Yeah, we should probably do something about this. Hello, Ghost Hand! Okay, we have... Yeah, so these all cost 1 liter essence crystal. This, I believe, requires 2 or 3. I don't remember. So each of the main upgrades will be 1 crystal each. And for the sake of sequential order, I'm going to be upgrading armor next. But don't worry, I will be upgrading all of these as we progress. I'm going to be as complete as possible for the DLC, just like I did with the original playthrough. I'm going to do my best to get everything I can. And I'll even have to look up guides to get all of the relics, so that way I can get that final trophy. But anyway, to upgrade the Chain Spear, we have a whopping 352 platinum, almost like gold. So, alright, we have base upgrades here. Blood Tax allows you to gain empowerment charge from executions, so yeah, as you see in the preview, almost said picture, preview video there, it's just whenever you finish an enemy by doing a glory strike. To differentiate the two, glory kills are the former way of executing an enemy that you would see in Doom Eternal and Doom 2016. You can still see it in this game, like if you do an airborne attack, but for the most part, you'll just be doing like finishing kicks and stuff to kill enemies and get ammo, armor. No, not armor. That's only if an enemy is on fire. Ammo, health, whatnot. But by using this upgrade, you'll be able to gain empowerment charge, which is good because that'll allow us to do the abilities that we'll be unlocking, like Throw, which we've already unlocked, Slam, which we have yet to unlock, and Stab, which we will be unlocking. So, let's go ahead and get Blood Tax, because that will be very beneficial. And we still have 277 platinum, so I think we might as well actually, yeah, let's go ahead. So I'm gonna say this right now. In the campaign, whenever I was first playing this DLC, I didn't really do these attacks all that much. But I will try and use them as much as I can. Anyway, hope you guys are ready to see Boom! Look at those zombies fly! That was good. Alright. You know what? Just because I want to make sure I have everything ready for the spear, I'm gonna go ahead and get the staff too. Which I also didn't really do. I'll read the descriptions after we're done with this. Don't worry, I forgot about that. Anyway. Hold L1 and press R3 when the chain spear is empowered to stab a nearby enemy. Stab performs a quick, powerful strike on a single target, damaging and vulturing nearby demons. Stab can be upgraded at a hollow shrine, increasing its effectiveness. Okay. Thank God for that blood tax. Alright, there we go. And that is the 5th and final upgrade for the spear, which 2 of which we already had when we got the spear, which is the meat hook and the swipe, or slash, whatever it is. So that leaves us with 77 platinum. So without further ado, let's go ahead and see what's at the end of this weird looking hallway. This looks a little weird. We're already done? Not so fast, buckaroo. We're not finishing this level this time. At least not yet. So.
A labyrinth to test the mind and will.
Is it a bad time to mention that in Lovecraftian lore and stuff, places like this would drive someone to insanity within mere seconds, and yet here we are just not feeling that? I've always thought that was cool that the Doomslayer just ignores, you know, that. Yeah, so... this shit blew my mind whenever I played this DLC. Look at that. Look how cool that was. It just zooms us over here. Yeah. This is the Chasm of Xal'Goroth. And I have to say, this level is mind-blowing. Like, it's really cool. For one, the Cosmic Realm is one of my favorite levels in the game. Like, base campaign and this, even though we only go here once. I mean, there is an arena encounter that is based on this, but that's at the end game. And there's also a boss fight also in the Cosmic Realm as well, so just be aware, I'm not omitting it. Anyway. Alright, so we have another master key thing right there. Oh yeah, we have 8 secrets. We have 328 platinum to collect, and we got 3 leader essences to collect. So we should be able to knock out a few upgrades if we get all that. But just know that we don't have to get everything. But if I do miss stuff, I will be willing to extend the Let's Play to cover that stuff, so that way I'll show y'all what to get, where it is, and what it'll do. Anyway, it's not dilly-dally. Let's killy-cally. Anyway, say hello to another returning enemy, but with a cosmic blend of spookiness. The Cosmic Elemental. You're gonna love to hate this guy. the game switched me over to the freaking Dread. I don't know why it did. Yeah, so that was a new enemy. That was the Cosmic Elemental. Within the Cosmic Realm, the barrier between material and immaterial is so ephemeral. They use a lot of weird words. Ephemeral, that the forces of one begin to affect the other. Just as gravity binds together moons and stars, here it binds together souls and sorrows. The conflux of these forces is the Cosmic Elemental. Vacuous? I guess I'll just call it vacuous, because it's spelled kind of like you're saying vacuum. So, a vacuous hive that shrieks with 1,000 voices. Plagued by the torments and regrets of countless lives, it wanders through dimensions, wreaking havoc on any unfortunate enough to cross its path. So, let me give you a little bit of trivia. Just like how the Imp Stalker uses sounds from the Archvile, this guy uses the voice clips of the Pain Elemental from the original Doom 2 game. How do I know this? In the reveal of the Cosmic Elemental before the DLC's launch. That cutscene that played that we saw earlier where it crawled through that hole, you would hear that same sound effect it makes. And if you compare the two, it is night and day. Like, it is literally the same thing. Anyway, there's another thing that we need to talk about. So, for those of you who were wondering, the name is canon. The Doomslayer's name is officially confirmed to be Flynn Taggart, the same name as in the novels. Should be noted, however, that's the only thing that they've taken from the novels that is considered canon. So all the other stuff, that was, kind of weird. Like, I'm not even going to get into it because it has some very controversial things that I would get in trouble for. And trust me, I am not about that life. We'll read these later, but just know that there is more stuff coming up, so don't worry. Anyway, let's just go ahead and scrounge up ammo and stuff. That's locked. Just gonna give it. New shotgun shells, new plasma. Yeah, I think we're set to go forward. There's no secrets that we've missed. Yet. Because I've been very observant. Again, to reiterate, that is in-game content. That is, I believe, Blood Gold, I think is what it's called. Oh, sweet! Got him! Come on, do your Sonic Spin Deck. Boom, baby! Alright. So we have this path forward, and I think that's one of the secrets there, like, that you could see in the middle of the screen. Oh, okay. It uncovers the grapple. Yeah, just letting you know, the chain sphere has a bit of a learning curve to it. So, yeah, voice crack. Love voice cracks. They're fun. So. That's not a secret. Oh. Oh, that's cool. They actually have gravity and stuff. I mean, then again, that makes sense. I mean, what do you think is going on here? But can I just say that the Cosmic Realm levels are the prettiest levels I've ever seen in this game? Like, yeah, they're meant to be Lovecraftian, so, you know, with Lovecraft, it's meant to drive you insane. Here it doesn't. Anyway, I believe there is a secret over here. Secret? We did get gold though. Hollow Shrine over here. I love the details in this game. For example, in the base campaign, and I'm pretty sure in this level too, you'll see eyes on some of those growths. And they'll actually follow you. Like, they'll be looking right at you. It's actually really cool. Anyway, let's go back down there now that I know it's the way forward. And yep. I believe this is a secret though. Right? Yep. Ah! Yep, it How did that not count as a secret? Anyone would miss that. But yeah, that's how you get the Slayer skin for the Impaler. Anyway, oh, that's the secret. To get to it, gotta just. There's the secret. For our troubles, we get 1/2 of the mask, which is one of the relics. Also, can I just say that I love the fact that they brought back the old Lost Soul time from the classic games. Like, they did a really good job bringing back enemy designs and even remixing them, like for the Cacodemon hybrid, which, yeah, you could argue that the Cacodemon hybrid doesn't really look much like a Cacodemon, but you have to understand this game is a prequel to Doom 2016 and Eternal. So the Cacodemon in this game, it's already explained, it's a hybrid. So it's a demon from hell mixed with a cosmic realm monster. Anyway. Sorry, I got a message on Facebook. Come on. Whoosh. If that isn't the coolest thing I've ever seen in a game, I have no idea what the fuck it is. It's cool. I love the way that this stuff is just shot off his legs. I just sent him flying. I sent him flying too. Okay, that was pretty fun. Just that imp going flying over into the weird black hole thing. I love how you can just send the enemies flying in this game. It's so funny. Anyway. Nothing to write from. Alright. Making craters. I got armor. I got hands. I love hands. I mean, without them, what would we be able to do? Okay, these eyes don't. They're just like,
I refuse to look at that man. He's scary.
If he's scary, then don't look. Anything over here? Oh, there's. Oh, I love that sound. Just it. Ding. This is. By the way, you don't have to worry about oxygen. Oh, this room. You're gonna love this room because there's a secret that you can get, and I'll show you where it is and what it is. First things first. There. Double kill. She just did a flip. He did a flip. I love how enemies will just do a flip. Anyway, these are very unique. Wait. I'm gonna have to look up a guide, because I did this when the DLC came out, so... Okay, I got it. Never mind. Okay, look. Because I just saw a video just now on YouTube that showed it. Oh, here it is. Also, if you listen closely, that is indeed the Son of Evil song from Doom 1. Oh, there it is. You've got to be fucking joking. There it is. Yeah, I had to look up a guide, and even then, even though I was paying attention, I had trouble for some reason because it's just not wanting to work. It's not glitched or anything, it's just, it's been a while since I last did that. Anyway, for this, we get a spoiler. We also get a relic piece over here. Deity. We have other secrets here. That's not the only secret that we're going to be doing. We have another piece of the deity. Yeah, that's right. You can only do that. Oh! Not to worry, folks. There's nothing else. Except over here. So, as you all know, a well-known secret in id Software games is a certain fish. I don't think I ever found that in my first save file. We got 170 platinum, which is nice. Let me get back here. So there is a secret in this same room. Which apparently I can't find because I'm not playing something. Oh, never mind. We got it. So, you guys want to go fishing? Oh, wait, I think there's something you need to do for this. Okay. Anyway, so that's the second secret. It's blue, but it needs yellow. I don't know what color that. Okay then. We're fucked. We can't do anything. I'm kidding. These lead to different keys that we need, so don't worry. We got a relic up there. Secret up there. That is another classic challenge level. More stuff. So, don't worry. We're not toasted. Don't worry. And I believe that you can go this way too. Yeah, you can go either way you want. I'm gonna go with blue first. This sort of side of the way. Oh, this. I'm gonna see a funny little magic trick. Yeah, you can totally cheese that. I love that so much. And of course, there's a lost soul just waiting. Yeah, I saw that on a Facebook group come in, and it cracks me up, because I'm like, oh, bye! God, I'm just grabbing this stuff. So this we cannot do anything with. Try with all your might, you can smack at it with the mace, you can do whatever you want, it's not going to move. That's locked. We have upgrades, that's nice. Deflection! Oh, this is a good one. Dashes performed while taking automatic weapons fire will reflect shots back at the attacking demon. Which is good because there are enemies like the Cyber Demon, the Arachnotron with the gun. Really, any kind of enemies that have guns like that, you'll be able to reflect the bullets back and give them damage. Earner. Allows you to store an additional empowerment charge. That's good, because that'll give you an additional thing for one of these. It should also be noted that all of these cost 75 platinum. So, we need to go ahead and get them. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, I got good sleep. Oh yeah, and then we have this. Dash Pass. Dashes recover faster. I believe, yeah, these are all tied to endgame stuff. So, all of this can be done in the base campaign. So, don't worry, I'm not skipping out anything. Thanks for the armor. Fin and tail. Not pin the tail on the donkey, it's pin the spear on the demon. I won. The chain spear is your best. Got him. Where's the... Oh, there. Why are you running? I thought you weren't scared. Did I just parry something? I think I did. Batter up! I like how that Revenant's just like, oh man, I wanted to get him! Oh, Leader Essence. There we go, there we go, there we go. Whoa! You also just saw the deflection. He won't miss this, because he's dead. God, I love that execution. So good. But yeah, so, that was just one of the things. There is another combat encounter. So don't worry, we're not out of the woods yet. That second combat encounter, I believe, will only show up after we get the blue key. So, yeah. Also, orbit only works on enemies. You know. This one will let y'all know that, yeah, they thought of that. You're not going to be able to use the grapple points for orbit. It's only on enemies. Oh, goody. Puzzles. Everybody's favorite. It's gonna be easy. So, okay, I was clearly looking at that thing. I don't know why you're... There we go. For our troubles, we get into the life sigil if we didn't have any already, or if you already had a few. Now, so, yeah, our man doesn't even need gloves. This does. Alright, now to use the shield saw for those. And to note, there are no secrets here that I can explain. So. That is Eldritch key, yeah. I was about to say that was the name. Like I said, we have our second comeback. if you know what you're doing with the chain spear, you can just beast it. Okay. I just kicked him in the leg and killed him. Also, ladies and gentlemen, leg. Just leg. It's an outstanding performance by one Imp Soccer. Alright. So, with that, we have 2 of the secrets. We're gonna get more, don't worry. But, as for this... There we go! Alright, and that opens the way forward here, so that's good. We have a combat encounter coming up, so that's gonna be fun. Oh yeah, we should probably go ahead and spend that leader essence. Alright, ammo boost. So, upgrades for ammo will work differently on this. So, ammo boost 1 will boost the ammo capacity for shotguns, plasma weapons, and the Reaver chain shot, which I cannot believe I'm saying this, does not get a new weapon variant in this DLC. It is the only weapon of its kind in this entire game to only have one weapon class. All the other weapons have different classes, like the shotgun and super shotgun, the accelerator and cycler, the grenade launcher and the rocket launcher, so on and so forth. Ammo Boost 2 will upgrade the capacity for the rail spikes, skull crushers, and launchers. And the final ammo boost will be for all weapons. And again, these are all like in-game stuff, I think. Wait, no. Anyway, we're gonna get ammo boost. There we go. So we're building back up our empowerment that we had in the basement. That's more platinum. It's like gold. You're probably thinking, at the beginning, are you? No, I am not. So that was another collectible. Sorry, I saw something in my phone. One sec. Sorry about that. Oh, good, a vagary, and it's... Oh, there's the ballistic one. You know, I've always found it weird how leader demons, they take the normal amount of damage of any ordinary demon that it is derived from. But the demons that are possessed by it end up having more elements and stuff. Hit her in the leg and she friggin' down. And then right then. Oh yeah! Didn't even know you could do that. You had a heart attack. Take that, Skeletor! I wanted to say that ever since that new Revenant design was unveiled. Anyway, let's go to the yellow side. We've gone to water, now we're going to piss. I apologize for that very crude joke. Oh look, goodies. Fuck you! I said it as a joke. I'm not actually angry. I knew that was gonna happen. Eat that. Yeah, I'm not upset about that happening, the secret being taken away. It's just I wanted to make a joke. Slowly getting there. More platinum. And the game is still telling me, hey idiot, you need to be in the end game stuff. I am aware of this. Also, that totally looks like boiling water. Can't convince me it doesn't. Right. We have more secrets and stuff. This one is different because of this. Alright, we got Angel. So we just need to get the torso and the wings. Just a reminder, all of the pieces of the relics are within the same immediate area, so... I'm getting a phone call. Hooray! Hello? Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Alright. Let me do it. Alright. Sorry about that. Had a phone call from my grandmother. Uh, alright, so that's the torso. Go through there, but we can go through here. You're not going to. Just the whale was like, ah! That's okay. We got our third piece right here. Okay. We still can't go to this yet. I just wanted to go ahead and grab that, so it's out of the way. Got some stuff over there. But we also have this. Where we get the fourth and final piece of the angel. Live sigil. And now we can go for it. That was cool. Yeah, that is so cool how this weapon, which would otherwise use kill the enemy as a way to damn stone imp is blocking the way. Bye, Cacodemon. Oh, sweet. I got him with both his own skull and a fireball from the stone. How does that feel? Oh, that is so cool. I love that so much. Like, they have so many animations for this spear. It's so good. Also, someone lost a wing. It's actually kind of funny. Alright, so we got half the secrets. So that's good. Again, there might be some that I'm missing, but I don't know. Platinum. We got our yellow Eldritch key. Nice. Very nice. That is seen. With that, we'll be able to go into this door. And let's see. Okay, we got more platinum. How about this? There's the secret. And there's an arch vial. Alright. There we go. Okay, here we go. Before you ask, there's nothing in either of these chambers that would be considered a secret. So you don't have to worry. Got a codex engrave here. That leaves one last collectible. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that. That was cool. Kick him in the ass. Berjap! Alright, our third leader essence. Alright. Alright, that is the Bruce that we fought in the first level of the DLC. The new protector, not the color. Give me that! Ah! Your soul is mine. Here we go. And yes, I am good at doing that voice, how can you tell? Alright, so with the keys, we can now open these. We'll leave this up here for another secret. And there's a yellow one up there. Okay. Yep, there it is. Alright, so we have... well, almost whole stuff. That's nice of them. They gave me a platform. We have yet another end game thing. Let's see. I'm not forgetting. Yes, game. I believe there's more beyond here. Right? Oh yeah, that's right, there's this. Yeah. So we haven't gotten all of the secrets. I mean, we have, we just haven't gotten all the collectibles. Which is fine. Well, we do have leader essences. That's nice. Alright, we have 2 of them. Alright. Another health, and we're gonna do another armor. It's only natural. Oh, wait, no, never mind. These do require 2 for the end one. Okay. Yeah. Sorry about that. Oh, yeah, this. This is a really good upgrade. Because, you can use it on Revenants, Acolytes, Aghanon Hunters, really any enemies that have those unbreakable shields. And for this is basically the level 1 version of that, where it busts through Mancubus fences, so... Let's go ahead and get that. Sorry, I was trying to evaluate my decisions here. Let's get that. We still have 340 left, so siphon all enemies damage from slam, drop health, and then grounding. Using stab against an enemy that can teleport, such as an acolyte, warlock, or archvile will stun them. Does not work against armored enemies. Warlock! That is an enemy that we'll be seeing in the third main level of this DLC, which we'll be seeing in the next episode. For now, though, we're pretty well on upgrades. We have all the base upgrades. We're making our way to the second level of upgrades from this. Then we have all these. Oh, that's not it. Alright. So we didn't get that last collectible, but I will look up where it is.
To reveal
We'll
the
find it
shadow
in a
within.
later episode of the Let's Play.
Sound mind
For
to
now,
claim it.
let's go ahead and grab that Ascension Stone. Alright, time for the next nightmare. Almost said next level.
Is the site empty?
Command says yes. The bunker's underneath. We've got a green light from Central.
Yeah, that's my grandmother. Give me a moment. I'm gonna see what she needs. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. It's funny because normally enemies in this game will disappear. When you help them. So that is really cool how, because these are nightmares, you don't actually see like everything. Look at the detail. This is really good. We have a repeater rifle. The same weapon from Doom 2016. You have the... looks to be a sort of like pre-2016 chain gun. Downstairs or something? Sorry. Yeah, this is a longer sequence. You're gonna want to remember this right here. There we go.
Forward. Death awaits.
That's the second part of the master key. Alright, so let's see what we missed. We got the collectible toy. We got both codex entries. We got both skins. Got all three Wait, we got all three relics? Huh. Oh, wait a minute. I think the last collectible that I missed might have been like something else. But yeah, so just like before with Hell's Core, we can't go back to the level until we've beaten the campaign. So, yeah. And there is a third ability that we'll be getting for the Hollow Shrine, but that'll be later in the DLC. So, just know that there's going to be a lot more after we're done with the campaign. So, yeah. Alright, second Ascension Stone is done. Means the third one is... well, it's around here somewhere.
2 stones found. 1 remains.
In case you're wondering if the voice sounds any at all familiar, yes, that is Darren DuPaul, the same guy that voiced Samuel Hayden and the Seraphim from Doom 2016 and Eternal, respectively. Anyway, we have but one level left in this entire DLC before getting to the finale of the campaign. You want to remember these. I'll save those for a bonus episode. Anyway, you're probably thinking, what is this final level? Stay asleep. Stupid. I like how that imp just charged into the room like, I got him! I don't got him! Right. Ain't going there. But we do have this level here. So, join me on Sunday for the next episode of Doom the Dark Ages Revelations, where we go to Osius. The mind brings you into the heart of death itself. The third stone lies ahead. Prove your virtue, face your pain.
This place is the ruin of all mortal flesh.
You're gonna love this
Conquer
place.
death. Know your pain.
I already conquered death. Remember Harbor of Souls. I will see you all later.